But as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night, we will not vanish without a fight, we're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
No, it's not true.
It doesn't matter what's true. It matters the story they tell when you're gone.
I keep on pushing down my gypsy road. All right. Welcome everybody to a Friday show. It's exciting. I love it, and I hope you guys like the little improve intro. I mean, I guess it's up to the individual person.
I like it. I like it a lot. I'm getting coffee, but I love it.
No, get your coffee. Now, before we get started, we're going to be talking about the Mandela effects of risky business. And Davinci Code, we'll be talking about the conspiracies with the Davinci Code. Maybe there's some Mandela effects in that movie too. I don't know. Actually, I don't know for that. I'll have Bob say if there is. But there's a lot of conspiracies in the movie Davinci Code, which is going to be fun. It's going to be kick-ass. It's going to be great. But there is something that I'm probably going to have to apologize to one person. Let me just show. I posted a video we did Wednesday on my Reddit page, nobody else's Reddit page but my own, and I feel very bad for this one person. Let me read his comment. I feel really bad for this guy. Let me see what he says here. He said his name is Drain Gone Christ. He says 3 hicks talking to each other. I'll never get those minutes back. And I want to apologize. So I'm sorry that we're hicks. And he couldn't enjoy it because we're hicks. He's probably a person that judges books by cover. He's probably living in his mom's basement, and I feel very bad that he can't get his minutes back. If I can give somebody's minutes back like time travel, I will give his minutes back. And I was thinking maybe Bob and I need to start wearing suits, sweaters or something to pretend that we're somebody who are not. Maybe that's what these people want. But the funny thing about this is, right, I don't know if this guy realizes that the 3 hicks, one of the hicks is the one who's in charge of this Reddit page. So it's like if you really feel that way, you might want to unsubscribe from my Reddit page and go somewhere else. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I mean, if you don't really like me, then get off my Reddit page. That's all I got to say. But I do apologize, and I hope one day you can get your minutes back. But beyond that, what a wonderful Friday. It's a Friday. I am going to the movies tonight. I'm going to watch Black Widow. Going to go see it tonight. Oh, all right. We got Uno Matrix 001. Welcome, Uno Matrix.
Black Widow lives matter.
Yep, lives matter in that movie. So
yeah, Black Widow lives. So only Black Widows. They're young, eat them. They have babies, and then the baby. Well, actually, they procreate with the male, the Black Widow, and then the Black Widow female eats the male after she's been fertilized. Then she carries the babies. Then when she conceives the babies, when she has birth, the babies eat her. What a beautiful chain.
Hey,
life chain right there.
You never know. That's why people come here, right? We all learn.
Yes.
The Matrix 001's here because he wants to learn. We all want to learn. Now, guys, talking about risky business. Risky business, according to the Mandela Effect world, is probably top 10, one of the effects that a lot of people say they have. Now, disclaimer, I'm not here to tell you it's true, it's not, it is, or it's not. It's up to you. That's it. It's all up to you. Now, before we start, if somebody came to me today and said, Eric, Risky Business, and we all know the scene I'm talking about, the famous dancing scene.
Yes.
Sliding across the floor, the shirt and the glasses. That's just we're gonna start there for a second. Yeah. And then we'll try to break down the movie. Okay. People say I'm crazy. Dude, people calling us hicks. People are calling us names. We don't give a shit. Dude, you're not crazy. I'm gonna tell you something. Don't ever think you're crazy because everybody is crazy somewhat. Everybody. Yeah. Nobody's perfect. Well, except for Dr. Mentally. He's perfect. Now, if somebody goes, Eric, what do you remember about the scene? I will tell you that I remember him sliding, white button-up shirt, wearing sunglasses. I mean, that's the memory that I have. That's what I would tell you. That's just flat out. That's what I'll tell you. Now, this is why I think we could talk about this movie. This movie came out in 1983.
83
came out in 1983. Okay. I got to check something out on IMDb real quick. I forgot to check this one thing. I forgot to check this one thing. Okay, I did. Okay, now it came out 1983. So I was a teenager. I was 10, and then of course Bob was 12 or 13. And during the teenage years was when you really watch Risky Business. Because let's be honest, there was sexy sex with a freaking hot body girl who's a prostitute. Now, guys, if you guys get this, one thing about prostitution, right? Call girls. Some reason in the 80s, call girls were hot. Okay? Yeah. Okay. This movie, let's be honest, she was hot. Pretty Woman, Julia Roberts, hookers, call girls. You never saw them do drugs. I didn't even see none of the girls do beer. But it's just weird, right? Because when you think of prostitution and you think of hookers, you think of drugs, abuse people. But in these movies, they were nothing but stand-up women. They're just call girls.
Well, yeah.
So it was kind of cool. Hey, Nah, what's going on? What's going on, buddy? Hey, what's going on, Sinad? I'm glad you're here. So Risky Business. Risky Business. Now that's what I remember. Now, before we get into the movie, Bob, just that one scene. If somebody asks you, what do you remember about Tom Cruise going in that one dancing scene? What do you remember about the clothes?
He was in a white shirt. You know who he reminds me of? A Reservoir Dogs where they wear the white shirt and the black tie? Yeah. It's the plain white shirt with the plain black tie. So he was wearing the plain white shirt with the white tighty whities, Fruit of the Loom underwears, and the socks and the Ray-Bans, the Ray-Ban sunglasses, because they were hip at that time. He made them.
So we could say both of us have that memory. Now, was there a reason? There might be. I'm not saying there's not. I'm just saying that's the memory that we have. Even if you don't believe in the Mandela effects, for whatever reason, we have that memory. Yeah. It is what it is. Night Shift was another good movie. Hookers and Pimp. 80s hookers were normal people. I mean, I'm not saying they're all people, but the 80s really, you go out and find yourself a hooker and you could get married because they're the perfect wife. That's what the 80s did.
They're a working class of people, the labor force. So a necessary labor force.
So I took a few notes. That most of the notes I wrote down were just really in the beginning of the movie because I watched it. I watched it 2 nights ago, and this morning I watched the Vinci Code. So the movie, in my opinion, still stands up. It actually still stands up. It's actually very entertaining. Bob and I in the 80s, I'm not gonna be ashamed of saying nothing. Tom Cruise was the man for high school movies. All the right moves, losing it. I mean, of course, when he got a little older, Top Gun. Of course, we know about all those movies. We know about the Mission Impossibles, but But for high school movies, I mean, Risky Business, Losing It. I mean, those were some key
80s.
movies. So we were really into it. You know,
Eric, get your collar up. It's the 80s.
You know, the Risky Business, I want to put it slightly in the category of what I feel about Ed McMahon and Nelson Mandela. But I will say this movie is not like Star Wars where every generation is going to watch it. This is a cult following, and it's mostly going to be watched by older people. So if I'm going to hear people talk about Risky Business, I am going to look at their age. I'm not going to listen to a 20-year-old kid. I'm not going to listen to a 30-year-old person because their memory is going to be what they've read off the internet. I'm sorry. I'm going to be honest. I would say maybe if you're 42 of age and up, I'll listen to you on Risky Business. But if you're not, I'm not going to listen to you because I feel that it's too close to the to the line where it's planted memory. I'm sorry if you get offended by that. I'm just sorry.
Yeah.
You're 20-year-old, get the fuck out. Risky Business is not a Mandela Effect for you. Now, I wrote this.
A lot of good stuff
in the beginning of the movie, Bob, he had a dream. And I'm not saying what I'm about to say is a Mandela Effect or not. But in his dream, he was wearing a Letterman jacket.
Yeah.
But what's weird about the Letterman jacket he wore, there was nothing on it.
Yeah, there was no letter on it.
No letters. And hold on a second. Hold on. Let me try to pull something out of here. I'm going to pull something out of here if I can. If I can't, I can't. Oh, here it is. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to show you this. Okay, I want to show you guys this. Most Letterman's jacket out of high schools, you know, they have names, right?
Yeah.
They have names. This is my name. You know, on the thing, 92. You know, our letter for the school.
You should wear it.
So guys, this is basically my Letterman's jacket. So I'm not saying the Mandela Effect because I can't remember if there was anything on it, but it's weird that he's wearing a Letterman's jacket and there's nothing on it. No name, no anything.
Yeah, but I can't tell you. I don't remember. I remember him with Letterman. I can't tell you if there's. Yeah, I don't know if it was something hidden on it.
I can't. But I just thought that was a little strange, and that was a dream sequence. Now, in the dream sequence, he was wearing a white button-up shirt in the dream sequence.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when he dropped off his parents at the airport, his shirt that he was wearing was actually a white button-up shirt. I looked at it closely. Yes. So it's weird that in the same day, in reality of the movie, in the same day, his shirt went from white and not just a solid pink. It wasn't a solid pink. If here, let me share. Let me see if I can share a picture and you guys can see what I'm talking about here.
Pink.
Okay. Let me see if I can expand this. It's kind of hard because it's the picture, but the shirt is actually a pink striped shirt.
Yeah, and the people that debunk, people that debunk can say that depends on what your eyes pick up because it could be mistaken for white. So right now, our buddy Joey's already saying no, it could be mistaken for white, and I'd have to agree with him. Yeah, it could be mistaken.
I'm not saying that either because look, okay, look right here. These two pictures right here next to each other. One looks more white than the pink. So yes, he's absolutely right. Yeah, he's absolutely right. And like right here, that actually looks more white.
Yeah, I'm working hard at debunking for the debunkers too. At the same time, I have another memory also. So I'm playing both sides, guys. I'm trying to keep everybody.
And Justin Baker, absolutely right. It could be the lighting.
Yeah,
it could be. Now, but what's weird is take away all the lightings, take everything out. Pink, white shirt, doesn't matter. It is still strange that I remember him having these.
100%.
I do.
That's 100%.
That I can't explain. Now, I mean, there could be a great explanation because the picture he smiles, he does that famous smile. Was he wearing sunglasses? Let me see if I can find it. Oh, let me see.
Yeah, he wore sunglasses the entire rest of the film. It was just missing in that scene.
Now, okay, right here. Now,
Yeah.
it could be a possibility that I saw him in these scenes with the sunglasses, and I just picturing him in the whole movie with the sunglasses. That could be true. That's, but for whatever reason, my memory is him sliding the normal white shirt, wearing this, and we watched it on one of those old RCA discs.
Yeah.
We watched it on VHS. So it's not a movie that we just watch once, but it is one of the, my opinion, I would say one of the greatest Tom Cruise movies ever made.
Yeah. It was damn good.
Well, let me pull it up on IMDb. So let's look at like who directed it. Let's just see if there's any connections there, and then we could break down. I know you said you took notes and all that. So
I'm gonna go into a direction that nobody has ever gone to before. I've got some things that nobody knows about. Not one person has mentioned what I'm about to talk about. Not one woken up fucking Mandela Effect shithead has fucking mentioned the things that I'm going to talk about. That's why I don't believe anybody. I don't believe anybody. So how could you not know this and put out videos about Mandela effects in this video without noticing the real things going on?
I'm sorry. I know what he's talking about. I only remember the train scene. I think we all remember that train scene.
Even the train scene, guys, has controversy that no one's talked about. Nobody in the fucking community has mentioned anything about the train. So we're gonna talk about that today too.
Oh, I want to hear all of it. This is what makes it fun, breaking down a movie. I have never seen this movie. Hobbs, now I know you live in the UK. I don't know if on Netflix over here, Risky Business is on Netflix over here. In the UK, I don't know, of course, but I know for me, it's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix? I didn't know that.
Yes, it was on Netflix, so it was very easy to watch. And the Davinci Code is also on Netflix over here. Yeah. So that's just the way. If you wanted to see it, it actually holds up, Hobbs. I'm not gonna lie to you. The movie actually holds up. It's basically, guys, in the basic story of it, the parents left him. The parents went on vacation or a business trip and left him at his house by himself. And like every kid, his friends wanted him. He's a dreamer. He always wanted to sleep with a girl. He's a dreamer. He's kind of a nerd in a way. He's a good-looking nerd, basically, in this movie. He's a good-looking nerd. Let's be honest. He's a better-looking nerd than I was. So in this movie, he calls up. His friends like, you got to get yourself a hooker, call girl, whatever. So he actually calls up a call girl, and it's a male black man dressing up as a woman. So you could say that the movie has transgender in it. Oh, yeah. It actually has transgender in the movie. And then he's not Tom Cruise cup of tea. So gives him another number for this other call girl who's very, very hot. And the rest goes where he ended up needing money because his vehicle went into the water and a Porsche. I mean, back in the 80s, Porsche were huge. So he owes a lot of money. So they decided to throw a party for all his high school friends. So you can say there's probably a lot of underage sex going on in the movie, but it's the 80s. We don't care. It's the 80s. It's a good time. It's just like Revenge of the Nerds. A guy had to drug a girl to have sex, which is, now you think about it, I guess you can say that's rape. But let's get away from that. Yeah. Let's get away from the rape. It's not rape. Okay, let's get away from that. But he has sex. He gets money. The girl's pimp took everything out of the house. Oh, yeah. And he basically had to repay back the pimp to get it. But he was trying to get into college, and he didn't have the great scores and all that. But the recruiter for college had sex with people at his house, so he got in. So in the long run, he learned to do a business like he owns a business in Las Vegas running a cat house. So he basically learned how to do a cat house to the suburb.
Or did it ever happen there?
Suburb. So
did it ever happen?
So that's the movie. That's the movie. Let's just give everybody. That's basically what the movie's about. Now, let's see here. Director's name is Paul Brickman. Paul Brickman also wrote the movie. So let's see. Well, he only directed 3 movies. Risky Business, Men Don't Leave, and then Allison. It's kind of weird, right? Risky Business, 1983. 1990, Men Don't Leave. Never heard of it. And now that's Bad News Bears and Breaking Training, written by he helped. It's kind of weird. I mean, it is kind of weird because he directed a good movie. I'm surprised he never got another shot.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Again, it's not what people think it is. It's completely not what anybody thinks. This movie is not what you think it is. Everybody's got it wrong.
Okay, that's awesome. No. This is why we're here, breaking it down. So basically, what did we get wrong? Or,
well, first of all,
not get wrong. Yeah. We didn't realize.
Yeah. Well, I put out a video, so it's on my channel. I don't know if somebody sent it to you or not. Hopefully you got it. Did you get it's on my channel. It's on the Robert Wood channel. I just put it out like an hour and a half ago. I put the clip on, so you don't have to go search for the clip. So I filmed the clip of the movie that's going to start this discussion. It's very, very important about Risky Business that nobody has seemed to talk about. No one talks about.
I know what you're talking about. I'm gonna guess this.
Yeah.
Time travel.
Time
travel.
Yes.
Hold on, let me find it. I knew you were gonna say that because there was a scene in the first part of the movie where he's in a classroom, he's looking at the clock, going to the 6, and it went back to 5.
It goes backwards. Yes.
It goes backwards. And I'm like thinking, is there a meaning to that? But hold on, let me find your video.
I've seen this movie many, many times, and that clock has never, in my memory, now I've got a bad memory, so I'm obviously wrong. Oh. But that movie, and that clock has never went backwards to me, ever. Oh. I would have spotted it. Oh, just press play.
Give you fucking 2 thumbs down. What? Who gave you 2 thumbs down already?
Who cares? That's actually 2 thumbs up from somebody I know. It'll get past your cards.
Papers are due on Friday. Count for 50% of this semester's grades.
Yep, right there.
Yeah. Now, what's important about that time? What was that time? What was the important? Those of you in the sidebar, did you guys watch my video? Of course you didn't. You don't fucking watch my shit. You don't learn nothing. So, did you watch that video? What was important about that? What time was it on that clock, Eric?
Let me.
Yeah, we can go back and stop it. We can play with it.
Let me go back to it. Yeah, I remember.
I won't send you in for stealing my material. So I won't call into YouTube and report you. You're okay with my video. It's like Back to the Future. Okay. Okay, here we go. It's moving backwards as he's sitting there. Now, it's originally on what looks like 3:30. 3:30. And it ends at 3:28. 3:28 comes up to what? What is 3:28, guys? What is 3:28? What is that? Equals what?
Somebody wrote 3.
What's 3 plus 2 plus 8?
330 to 3s.
Yes, there's the 330. Yeah, there's the 3 3s. 3 plus 2 plus 8 comes out to 13. I have to spell it out to people.
Justin Baker got 13.
Thank you, Justin, for getting that. Yes, somebody got it. So it's already showing what I call the source code. Now, I don't have a memory ever of this fucking clock doing that. No, do you remember sitting there? What? Yeah, I've seen it enough times to fucking tell you that if the clock was going backwards, at the bare minimum, somebody would have had a conspiracy already put out there. Now, research to see if anybody had a conspiracy about the clock going backwards. The first conspiracy about anybody recognizing it for the first time was around 2014. Now, this whole effect started supposedly around 2014. For me, it was 2016. But within that time period is when these things started getting weird. Things are changing within people's memories were getting fucked over by some reason, and movies were doing weird changes around that time. So that's when it started, when everyone, only maybe one person I could find online to even mention, hey, the clock fucking did a weird thing. Nope, before that, from 1983 all the way to now, one person has noticed it. Come on. Now, that to me, it never went backwards. So a whole lot from there forward, I was watching this movie going, oh my God, there's a lot of strange things happening. Time's going backwards. Okay, so he starts forward and has premonitions about the future going forward. So a lot of it's dreamscape fantasy. It starts into that. So you got to start taking it at that. Now you know that time is going reverse for him, so it's not correct, no matter what's going on in the movie, guys. So everything happening is at this point when his parents leave to when they come back has been strange because time has decided to go in and take its own little spin in its own direction. So outside of the Mandela effects, there is something happening because now, right down to people misremembering the sunglasses. I remember sunglasses clear as fucking day. The white shirt, the tidy whities doing the dance. I also remember him holding the remote control in his hand, and now he's got a candlestick. And he does dance around the house in the dark sometimes. So, there's a lot.
I just want to say real quick, Chucky89 is joining us on D Live. Just want to say thank you for joining us on D Live. Continue.
Yeah. So I don't want to take over too much here, but we could go into the discussion of time travel. Now he's somehow there's an anomaly that has taken place within the period of time, and people say, well, what other inconsistencies, Robert Wood, have you noticed? And it goes into religion, it goes into the dark side and the good side, because you also have his parents who are obviously Jewish. I'm just saying, there's no disrespect to the Jewish community. Eric and I have a grandma that's Ashkenazi. Our dad's technically half Jewish, so we're not going to be putting anybody down. However, the parents state clearly several times in the show.
So the whole thing's a dream. Could be. He did have a dream sequence in the beginning of the movie. Yeah. He did have a dream sequence. I mentioned the dream sequence.
He's had several dream sequences in the movie. Now, he has also mentioned in the movie several times, you guys got to catch this shit, that the parents will be back on Saturday. Saturday is when his parents are coming back. So every time he responds to his parents about coming back on Saturday, he says, yeah, Mom, Dad, see you on Sunday. They say Saturday. He kept saying Sunday. Every time they talk, he never mentions it. He says Sunday. They say Saturday. Now, the Jewish Sabbath is on Saturday. Obviously, his parents are Jewish. They're Jewish in real life. They're Jewish in the show. And obviously, he's Jewish in the show. All the guys in the show are Jewish. They're Jewish actors. They're all Jewish. It's not putting anybody down. It's just what they are. So Saturday is Sabbath. He keeps saying Sunday. Now, it kind of goes into the weird area where he is like the Mashiach. Like he is the one. He's like Jesus or whatever, because he keeps talking about Sunday, and that's for Christians. Okay, now you're like, what the fuck are you going for? Like in Harry Potter, when he caught the train down below, I'm really going off track now. That train, you guys have got to look at that train. Now, I know that Justin Baker in there was looking at the train. He mentions the train scene. The train scene is phenomenal. In 1983, guys, they did not have a single carriage train. Now, Eric, we need to type in a picture of the train, if we can get the train picture, if we can get that. Look at this train. This is an ancient old 1950s or 60s train. This is not a modern train. This is not a train they even had in 1983. And they didn't have single train carriages. People that know that, and especially on the East Coast in New York and all those, they have multiple trains. They're connected to each other. He's going into a single train. It's a single train carriage, and it's an old train at that. An old train. And you only have a few people that are kind of weird sitting on the inside of that train. And he himself has a sex scene with this woman or Lucifer in the train. In the train. If you go back to the Harry Potter series and you talk about, if you kind of get the idea with that one, with the trains and the underground train sequences, it's the same kind of situation with him being on the train. She waits for a friend to get off the train while he's at school watching the clock go backwards in time. While the clock is going backwards at school, she's at the train station waiting for a friend to get off the single carriage train.
Yeah, they do go to the train station a lot.
Yeah, they go to the train station a lot. Now, she's got this guy, a pimp of his. He can't be too bad because at the end of the movie, he wasn't exactly coming after her with a gun and her friends. In fact, her friend she waited for at the train station is standing right next to him in the truck.
There's a weirdo guy that was staring at them on the train, and they had to get him out.
Yeah. They had to get him out. They brought him out of the train. They carried him out of the train. You understand that? Now, is he going to hell? Are they going to? Is this train going to heaven? Where is this train going, guys? Where does it go? And who are these strange people on the train? Is this man dead? Did that man dead? Is he going? Is he on his way?
If you think about it, what's kind of weird is she wanted to go to the train on the night of them having that party. So would a kid really leave your parents' house occupied with a bunch of teenagers and call girls?
Yeah.
That's
and people. All this branches off with the fact that you got to remember, and I have no memory of that clock ever going backwards at 3:30, and then it stops at 3:28, which is 13. So there's a set of threes right there. There's your source code. There's your matrix code, whatever you want. This single carriage train
in Ghost. No, I don't know. It's hard to say if he was a ghost because they physically grabbed him and pushed him out. A ghost, you would, your hand would go through him. But it doesn't mean he's an angel watching them or something.
It could be, it could be your guess. Are they going to hell? Are they going to heaven? Are they going into limbo? Where are they going? They show a picture of the train itself, Eric. Is there a picture of the outside of the train?
That's going to be hard.
That's what I'm hoping.
I mean, let's see.
There's a train station with the single train. Everybody that knows trains on the East Coast, I lived there for a while. I was in Washington, D.C.
That's where they went to go get their friend. You can see the train up there. There's a bigger.
You see, that train is all connected. See the carts? They're connected, Eric. See those carts? That's a perfect example. All the train carts are connected. The train that shows up is a single train by itself. That train there is a modern train. The train that shows up is like an old 1960s, 50s train. It's got the oval windows. Dude, that's a newer train. These are all, but they have the old oval windows and all these strange things on that train.
The outside of the train.
There we go. The old oval windows. It's just an old single train. It's unusual to have this kind of train there. They didn't have that in 1983.
You can easily say that the devil in the hell is involved because for him to get out of it, to get money, he basically had to sell sex to his friends, to make his life better. Like in a way, he's selling his soul to her to fix what went wrong. But you're right. It's weird when he's in that classroom and he's looking at the clock and it flips back and then he goes, God, I forgot exactly what he said, but he threw his arms like, you got to be kidding me or something.
Yeah.
I forgot exactly what he said, but he threw his arms up like I was thinking that at first, like, wow, Devil's Advocate is a good movie. You can say it's a little bit of a Devil's Advocate.
Now remember, the class is over at 3:30. So if we go back and watch the video again, Eric, the first time they showed the clock, it is 3:30. So you understand, he's waiting for 3:30 to leave the classroom. It is 3:30. And then they're always leaving the classroom. And then it's going back in time. It starts to go back in time and stops at 3:28. And then the class ends as it went back in time. You understand? It's really important for people to go back and really rewatch this. You're going to see a lot of these strange things. If you really look at now, it wasn't that way. Let me stress this. For me, get off my turnip truck. It was never this way. I don't remember the clocks going backwards. I would have known that. I would have saw that. Here we go.
Oh, you saw the full time right there. Hold on. Right there.
I think it's a 9 or an 8. Yeah. Yeah, and nobody's leaving the classroom. So at 10 minutes till, I guess, or 10, yeah. So it's like 3:30 with a 10 mark.
Bob, here's a good point. Chocolate and cheese. They used a train in the Matrix as well. That's what I was talking about. Yes. It went to the void where you're like stuck.
Yes. They used the train in Harry Potter. They used the train in the Matrix. The protagonist, Harry Potter, which is supposed to be like the Mashiach, the one, he's also in the train station. What's his name? In the Matrix, what's his name?
Neo,
the one is also in the train station. This one, she's also in the train station, and of course it starts off with, I forget his name, the character Tom Cruise is in the train station.
Joe, his name is Joe in it.
Joel is in the train station. Joe with an L. There we go. Joel is in the train station. Again, the Mashiach, the one, the single, all around the train station. It's the same thing with the phone booths. Superman out of the phone booths. It's the train station theme going over again. That's an old oval window, Eric. They didn't have oval windows on trains, single trains, in 1983.
You also got to have balls to do this. If this was a regular train, there's always constant stops. And he's not just like having sex. I mean, he's going down on her on the train. And if you think about it,
on the train, they got on the train and they are alone. The whole strange dark ride with the flashing lights and where the fuck are they going?
Now, here's a question by Lockbeard. Bob, here's a decent question.
Yeah.
So people travel via train sometimes. What is the significance of this?
That's a good question. That's what we're trying to determine now. Nobody's even thought of breaking down the movie like this. What is the symbolisms of the train? Is it like the boatman that takes you to Hades, or takes you into hell, Hel, hell, the pagan version?
In a weird kind of a way, can you say that this train was basically the devil, Satan, giving him a gift for bringing sexual desires to all these people to pay money, playing on the dark side of the world? Because
the woman came from the train. Remember, she came from the train. She went to pick up another gal from the train. So she came from somewhere. Obviously, she came from wherever she came from.
Doctor Who used a phone book. Laugh out loud. Okay. And then Justin wrote, those are subway lightings.
It's straight, and it's outside. Yeah, good. Thank you, Justin. And it's outside. So where are they going? Where?
And then Dave, his chalky.
It's an interesting concept. Now we move on to the egg. Now the egg, it's significant also. The crystal egg. The crystal egg. When he had when he went to the dark side, and he was and she was in charge. Basically, she's running the whole thing. the devil or the whatever you guys, the incubus, I don't know, the succubus, I guess, whatever she is, the goddess herself, the Lucifer, whatever she is, she's in charge. Now, it's in my opinion that other guy, her pimp, worked for her. Now, he was just doing his job because at the end of the movie, he's sitting there next to the blonde lady that came off that train. And he's not pointing no gun around looking for her anymore. It's like she's in charge. In fact, at the end, he goes back to her as a girlfriend. Now, he's still a minor, and she's an adult. It don't matter in this movie. She's the seducer. She's in charge. She knows money management. She knows how to get on the phone. She knows how to pedal patangi. She knows how to rule shit.
That's what I was saying in the beginning of our show today, that these aren't just not prostitution. You think of drug addicts, being abused. These call girls are intelligent. They know how to do business. In the movie Pretty Woman, she married the richest guy. These aren't your average everyday call girls. Now, I've never been with the call girl, so maybe they're all like this. I don't know, but what I've seen, they're nothing like this.
Yeah, but the important part is because the clock goes backwards, everything that happens at his house is like Marty McFly. It doesn't exist.
They're going down. I see what you did there. And Joey's Facebook famous.
So again, his parents come back on Saturday, but he says they come back on Sunday. So what day do they actually come back? So there's that question on that one. And everything that's happened when all of his furniture, Eric, was removed. And by the way, the furniture has flowers on it. I don't know if you guys know about the symbology of flowers. So anyway, flowers on his furniture. When all the flowered furniture is removed, that everything's removed from the house, even the stereo that he's not allowed to bring up to a certain octave. You can't bring up the music to a certain octave. His dad says, do not do it. You're not allowed to do that. Obviously, the stereo went up that octave. Wasn't allowed to be up that high, but it was up that octave anyway. So he took everything out of there. So he had to go buy it all back. So everything's been returned all of a sudden magically. While his parents are on their way home in a cab, he magically puts everything back.
You know what? I was thinking that. I was actually thinking that. I was like he gave him the money, and the parents were actually at the airport when he finished the business. And I'm like, I was thinking the same way. Where's his friends? How's he getting all that stuff in the house?
Yeah, so everything's put away 100% like it's always been there. Now, the only thing that the mother...
Crack in the egg. The crack in the egg.
The crack within, not outside.
No, inside the middle of the egg. In the middle of the egg.
The quartz egg, solid quartz egg, there's a minor crack. It's like a fluctuation in the matrix. It's like the Mandela effect, whatever you want to call it, whatever quantum effect or whatever. There's a fluctuation within the matrix, within the quartz egg, which is impossible to get a crack inside that egg without some energy going through it, without energy going into it. So it wasn't the fact that it fell. And he caught it. He caught the egg. He didn't touch the ground.
Look, everybody, look at the picture. Look at the picture, everybody. He's capturing the egg, but look, the furniture is all on the outside of the house.
And the egg never touched the ground. He's only ever had it in his hand, and it's been removed and brought back. The parents don't know anything about the house. Nothing has been touched in the house, practically. Only the egg shows a sign of something odd. The egg. It goes back to the quartz egg. A minute crack within the egg. What is that? What is the egg? And then the egg is in the shape of a what? A flower. A flower, dude. A flower. And what's the flower symbolize? If you look at the crystal lines on the flower. I don't know. I people in the shop are going, what the fuck is he talking? The people that know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. That's flower petals. She's you know what she is. She's the temptress or whatever. So all in all, at the end, he gets into was it not Harvard, but he gets into the school he wants to get into.
There's your boyfriend.
See, also here we go. Here we go with the androgynous female. So she shows up. Now he never, Eric. He never kicked her out. He never kicked her. He never kicked this trans whatever. He never kicked this individual out of the house. He invited this individual in. In fact, he paid this individual.
Yeah, he had to pay her.
Yeah. Okay. Let me stop everyone right there. He had to pay her. Why did he have to pay her? He had to pay her because she showed up. Or did he in fact do something with this individual?
Bob, hold on. Somebody said something awesome in the chat. Okay, first of all, Chocolate Cheese wrote the egg is symbolic, but
correct.
Justin Baker, Ready Player One, the egg are the most important in the movie.
Yeah.
Ready Player One. That is true. That is a fact.
Yeah, very good. See, yeah, you guys can go to town with the egg. There's a lot of symbolism in that egg.
Well, if you're reading too much into it, but
we're having a good time
about this. We are probably looking more into it, but
absolutely.
Why not?
You're 100% correct. Yeah, so he invites the woman or the man dressed as a woman into the house. How do you know he is not performed with her? How do you know he didn't have fellatio or have some sort of act with this individual? He paid. Well, everyone's he just paid for the taxi home. Well, how do you know he didn't? How do you know he didn't do it? Because he didn't fight. He wasn't with her having a conversation in the kitchen. It was calm. See, this person was nice. He was nice. Look, they're having a conversation. How do you know they didn't do anything? How does anybody know that Tom Cruise didn't do anything technically in the movie with this individual? He's going through the temptations. So, this person says, I got another person. I got a person you want to call. Here's a person. He gives her the number, or he gives him the number. This individual gives the number over. So this is the kind of person you would like. You know what I'm saying?
No, makes sense.
No fights, no arguments. He gracefully escorts her out to the car. See him having a conversation? He's handing her money. He's paying her. Now, is he paying her out of fear? Or did he actually get something performed? You see what I'm saying? I'm just telling people, if you really look at it, what happened? You don't know what happened. It skips. And they're having fun conversation. There is no hatred. He's not kicking her out. Now, he's already been in there with a pink shirt. He's dancing with the pink shirt on and no sunglasses. And she's got a pink scarf. You get that? Look at the scarf. Look at the belt. Look at the highlights of pink. Pink scarf, pink belt. It's pink. He's wearing a pink shirt. Who's to say he didn't have a little bit of whatever time with that individual? And here's this guy. He's wearing also a pink lavender pink shirts. He's wearing a pink, also pinkish clothes in the show, in the movie. So yeah. He's not. Another person that I watched the movie with thinks that this is the devil, that this individual is a devil, and she's a demon. I think that she's the demon, she's the devil or Lucifer, and he's the demon working for her because the blonde lady standing behind her that she picked up at the train station.
Hey, somebody made a good point here. Female roles were played by men way back during Shakespeare plays. Well,
oh yeah, they were.
Remember the original movie or play, Peter Pan, was played by a woman.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So this has all the weird. It all goes back to the time going backwards, which I don't remember. And then now he's got the picture. So again, we're playing, guys. We're playing. You could go any direction with this. That's probably none of these things. But what message is the Matrix trying to tell you? Because it's clear that there's a number of people remember him wearing sunglasses, Ray-Bans, during this dance scene with a white shirt. Or we could have been pink. I don't know. He doesn't have it anymore. Eyes to see, ears to hear. Was he enlightened by the tranny? Was he enlightened by the Luciferian female? Was he enlightened by the demon that taught him how to sell stuff, whatever. I don't know. Did he learn a lesson? Because none of it was real anyway, because time went backwards. So it never existed. Nothing ever happened. Time went backwards. So it never happened. At the end of it, his parents returned on Saturday or a Sunday. We don't know. Saturday or Sunday. They returned either on the Sabbath or they returned on Sunday, the holy day. Whatever day it is for you. And then again, he's holding the candlestick. The candlestick, not the remote control. Now he's holding the candlestick. That's a Mandela effect. For a lot of people.
Oh my God. Texas Danny, our good friend. Hi. It's like everyone's gay in this or what? But then Justin wrote, it's not gay if you're on top. My dad reality.
Correct, Danny. Yes, yes, Danny. Yeah.
That time going back makes perfectly good sense, and I'll tell you guys why. My opinion on that, like they said, a matrix, because it's kind of weird that when the actual girl shows up, not the guy, the girl shows up, then she convinced them to have sex, whatever, and then first of all, let's be honest, the first place they had sex is on the stairs. I'm sorry, that
on the stairs.
Having sex on the stairs, first of all, that's gotta hurt. Be honest. Take away your macho man away. That would hurt a regular person because you're putting pressure on a woman on stairs like this. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Now,
let's look at this. Go ahead.
Then the next day, she, like you said, she's making him go to school. She's picking up a friend to go back to the house, and already starting up in a suburb town, right? In a suburb house, when I'm sure neighbors are watching. Neighbors got the numbers to their parents, but no neighbors has ever called the parents. All these kids are having sex, and nobody's getting called. Now, what real world where nobody is called, no parents know about this? Yeah. I understand it's the 80s. Nobody has cameras. I get that. Yeah. But it can only happen in a matrix because when you're rich, in a rich neighborhood like that, people in that neighborhood would have been calling the cops. Yeah. Would have been calling their parents. Yeah. So this could only happen in a matrix, and maybe the 6 going backwards when he goes, what the hell? Yeah. And then, like you said, he goes on the train. They had to get rid of the last person, and they're able to have this massive amount of sex with nobody else coming on the train. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like there's the girl's a superhero. Well, yeah. Now, number one, he's a business major. Okay, he's going to a business school. Now he doesn't have the sunglasses. Then Freemasonry. Now I want you to type in something here in a second. Now in Freemasonry, you're blindfolded. Now he doesn't have the blindfold, but he's holding the candle maker, not the remote control, but the candlestick holder, the light. Okay. Now he has sex on the staircase. Now that staircase is going up like a pyramid with steps. He's on the steps having sex on the pyramid. Now type in Freemasonry pyramid. Bob, Lockbeer said, did you know in the first Matrix, the one banged a she-male? I believe it. It seems to be. I'm gonna have to watch the first Matrix to see the first sex scene in it. I would not doubt it. Yeah. So Eric, I want you to type in Freemasonry pyramid, levels of Freemasonry pyramid. I want you to you're gonna see something here. You're going to see the exact spot on the steps of the pyramid where he had procreated. Type in. Okay, hold on. Type in Freemason. Freemason. Okay. Pyramid. And then steps, maybe. Okay. See what kind of pictures. See what pops up the picture. Or if somebody in the sidebar could put a picture of the Freemason and the steps that go up for the Masonry. Now, I was a Freemason, guys. I was in Freemasonry, so I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a Freemason. Okay, there it is. Now, blow up one of them pictures. Give me a bit. Okay, there we go. Now, you look to my, see the steps going up?
And those are different levels and different jobs within the Freemasonry. They go up the side of the steps. Now, I want you to look at the side of those steps, and there's a 33 level. There's the 9th level, the 13th level, the 13th level, which is right around where they're at there. And then you go back, to the picture you just had of the staircase, and you look at that staircase right behind him. And you're going to see the exact same kind of idea. The same, you'll get it in your head where he procreates with her on the steps. Well, of course, obviously without the sunglasses, he does the dance in front of the pyramid. He does the dance, and then he has her, and then he has it on the steps, and then he deals with Lucifer. He does the whole ritual with the no glasses. He also had the ritual with the transvestite, the man dressed as a woman ritual, which is also in Freemasonry, basically. Bugger a dude, but it's all there, man. The whole thing is there. And of course, they're all Jewish, the whole cast. And as a Jewish director, I'm just saying, Eric and I are half, so we can say whatever we want without insulting anybody's race or religion. So it's not insulting anybody's religion. It is what it is.
You mean 7 pillars.
Yeah. So if you go back and you watch him go back to the steps again, Eric just had it up previously, and then look at those steps again. And then go back and watch the movie Ladies and Germs and watch where he procreates on the steps, on the staircase.
Let's see here. Risky business movie, sex on the steps.
Yeah, let's see if we can find it. Well, there's the steps there, so you guys will see what I'm talking about.
I'll put stairs instead.
Yeah, on the stairs, yeah. It's hard to find him on the stairs.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, if you really watch the movie, we'll know what I'm talking about.
They'll know what I'm talking about if you watch the movie. But just go right to stop right there and just go behind him. He's doing certain symbols, and just right there, what he got. There you go. See, he's got that. That's the candlestick. That's the candlestick, and there's the stairs. There's the illuminate. There's the stairs. You understand? This is all Pythagorean, blah 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 blah. But it's all the staircase right there. It goes into, which is going to be our next subject. The Fibonacci symbolisms with the stairs. But you guys will have to go back and rewatch it and then pay close attention to each thing you see and look at the symbols. Now, am I saying that they did this on purpose in the movie? No, man. They just made a regular fun fucking teenage movie. We're blowing it way out of proportion. That's exactly what we're doing. But it appears to me, because of the misremembering items that I didn't remember seeing, like the clock going backwards, or he wore a white shirt and sunglasses. Now he's in a pink shirt, no sunglasses, and holding a candlestick. It's telling me, it's giving me messages, like a Fibonacci kind of a sequence messages. The whole damn thing. It's a matrix message. It's a this place message. It's a living universe message, but it's really giving you the answers during the show. It's completely changed from how I remember it. So, yeah. Again, I've taken what they call the Mandela Effect, which I'm not a part of. I look at discrepancy errors, and I take the discrepancies errors, and I want to see what's the coding behind it. And I break it down from there, starting from the clock going backwards and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so there it is. Also, there's a pink picture in the back. There's a whole lot of Fibonacci squares going on. You have the 1 and then the 1.6. So here's the 1. Then the small square is the 1.6.
And with the lighting, I mean, like everybody's saying, with the lighting, it does look white there, but then you go to this picture, it's a lot more pink. So
yeah, and you see the triangle behind him. You see how the light illuminates a triangle behind him? You see the triangle? That's not a mistake, guys. It's not a mistake. None of these things you see, and I'm not saying that the company that made the movie did it. They didn't fucking have a clue. They might have had an idea what they're going to do, but these are all within what this place is doing to it. This place is changing things for you to see. You see the triangle on the floor. You see his symbolism when he's doing his thing, holding the candlestick holder. They're supposed to have a candle with a light and don't have the sunglasses on. So eyes to see, ears to hear. Anyway, That's it. I hate that. I just
No.
wanted to really break this one down.
No, that
I'm
was good.
proud of anybody who went half as far as I did it with this one because they don't even have a fucking half a clue. They don't know how to break things down. Yeah.
No, that was good. That was good because
Yeah.
you know, a lot of that will make it more sense than
Yeah.
you know, no neighbors calling the cops, nobody,
Yeah.
underage kids having sex with people.
Yeah, it's misty because it's misty outside, Eric.
And
if
and
you
he
watch the
basically Tom Cruise basically in a small way paid off the college recruiter with some women. He was able to get into college. So
she did it. She did it. The Luciferian or the goddess. The goddess did it. She set him up with 2 gals, I think, or 3 gals, whatever. But she did it to guarantee that he makes it.
By Moses.
It reminds me of that. What's that movie where that kid was born? The Omen, like the Omen. The Omen. Remember the Omen?
Yeah, Damien.
Damien. Imagine if he is the Omen, and she's showing up to make sure he gets into business school by setting up. Now she can blackmail. Now he can blackmail him, Eric. He can blackmail that scout that got him into the college because he set him up or she set him up with ladies.
Yeah.
He's guaranteed.
Yeah. Basically,
blackmail. Yeah.
I mean, you don't know if somebody had a Polaroid camera and took an instant picture.
Of course those women had pictures of him and that scout, that college, and it was a pristine school. I mean, super fucking pristine.
Yes, it wasn't a state college. It was I forgot the name of the university.
God damn it! Somebody messed around in the sidebar. If you guys watched it, see if you, I recommend you guys go back and have a good time watching this movie and have an open mind and start using your brain a little bit. And don't think everything's bad. There was nobody hurt in the making of that film. I've seen a lot of young men in this movie getting laid. That ain't a bad thing.
Oh. No.
And nobody got hurt.
No.
Nobody got hurt.
In a lot of ways, it was to help relieve pressure of taking test scores, getting ready for college. It was just like like getting ready for the next step in the next world. Well,
here was the secret. Joel didn't have the money. He wouldn't have got his bond. Now remember, guys, this is important.
Bond, yes.
He sold his bond. Now he gets a bond when he's a kid, just like how we all get a bond on our Social Security number when we're born. Like we talked about, everybody has a bond on or everyone has a lump of money put on them when you're born. And then you have a Social Security number at the fucking Federal Reserve that you're worth money, depending on what you're worth in life, is what your loan goes towards you. That bond represents that at the bank. He goes there and pulls it out of the box. The fucking guy. So she mentions to him, the goddess mentions to him that all your friends, we can do business because all your friends also have bonds. Now, in the movie, guys, they show all of these young men walking out of the bank. All of them walking out of the bank with a fat ass wad of cash. They all cashed in their bonds. They've cashed in their worth. Their bonds since they got when they were babies. So they all had a bond, and she and her she-devils took all of their money.
Yeah.
They took all the money from all these students.
Tom Cruise made a cut. He got a cut from it.
Well, he's making a cut now. Now he's in on it. Now he all that money he got was from all his friends' bonds.
Now,
they're worth.
Now, guys, we are going to get into the double feature rewatch, the Davinci Code. Now, I don't know any Mandela effects in the Vinci Code. I know the conspiracies of it. So if somebody in the chat knows any Mandela effects of the Da Vinci Code, please put it there.
Well, yeah.
Now, watching this movie,
all of Leonardo stuff, all of it, pretty much all of it, everything.
The Vinci Code and watching the great Tom Hanks.
Yeah,
and it made me think a lot of different things. Not just the conspiracy in the movies, because for whatever reason, in certain communities, I noticed that Tom Hanks is hated for whatever reason.
Love the guy.
He's hated. He's hated. And for the record, I've always enjoyed his movies. I mean, I go back when he played Bosom Buddies, where he dresses a woman to live in a home. To one of the greatest movies called Bachelor Party, The Man with One Red Shoe, Volunteers, where he's a gambler,
Yeah.
rich guy, has to learn how to work in the real world in a way on an island. But beyond that, I've always enjoyed him. What I came about is I get it why these truther people don't like him because they're jealous. Because he's talking about stuff in these movies that
Well, I don't like
they want to talk about, that they want to be the first. So the hatred towards Tom Hanks, in my opinion, is jealousy. They're freaking jealous of him because when you watch the Davinci Code, the movie, I don't know if you guys like the movie or not. Of course, one of his biggest movies is Big, which is a fantasy movie where he goes from a kid to a grown man. So science fiction. So Tom Hanks has done science fiction, and I think there's jealousy of people why they're saying they're hating him because when you look at the Da Vinci Code, it's a movie to make you think. Now, you don't have to say everything in the Da Vinci Code is true or not, but in the movie Da Vinci Code, it breaks down the possibility of what are we being told? Is the church really that great of community? How far would they go to cover up certain things? Because in the basic movie, breaking it down, Bob's gonna break it down. We're gonna break it down, but in the basic movie, Da Vinci Code, the movie's about finding out that the Holy Grail is not a cup. This right here, guys, in my hand, is not the Holy Grail. I wish it was, but it's not.
No.
It's not. It's a bloodline. Forrest Gump, good one. Chocolate and cheese. It's a bloodline from Jesus Christ's line. Now, a real religion person will say, no, that's not true. But if you think about what the movie's saying is, what if it is true? Do you think the church wants people to rewrite the Bible? They want people to think that a bloodline of Jesus Christ is going forward. So instead of following a pope, why would you follow a pope when you have an actual woman who's actually a bloodline from Jesus Christ? I mean, it makes you think. It flat out makes you think. One of the most famous pictures in the movie, Bob, we talked about this a long time ago before, is the Last Supper movie, where one of the main scenes in the movie, if you look at the picture next to Jesus Christ on my left is that looks like a female that's wearing a pink thing. Jesus wearing a blue thing. It looks like a female. And the story goes, of course, in the movie that's actually what's her name? Mary? Yeah. Mary Muslim, and Jesus wasn't technically a prostitute. She was actually Jesus Christ's wife, and they had sex, so she's pregnant. Now, first of all, think about that. That's not really far stretch because no matter who you are, doesn't matter what generation you're from, where you lived in, you're still a man. Yeah. A man has needs, a woman has needs. Yeah. Okay. We don't know what happens behind the bedroom doors, the shut. Maybe Jesus was just a quiet man and he just never told people that he has sex with this woman. Yeah. How do we know? Yeah. And if that happened, you think the church would not try to cover that up? They would definitely try to cover that up. Oh, yeah. Especially our good friend Mandela Effect is in the chat. What did he say? Mona Lisa is now made of wood, much smaller, and was robbed much earlier. Now, good point. Yeah, there's a lot of changes. Apparently, but I don't know the changes personally in the Bible. Bob does. I don't. Yeah. Leonardo DiCaprio, the actor, Leonardo's paintings. Apparently, there's a lot of changes. And I saw the painting at the Louvre. I went to see it with some other people and from Britain, and they were yes, my good friend, yes, it is. They had it at the Louvre, and I had to fake my way to get up to the front. I pretended to be like one of those tourist guides, and I was like directing people because they were pushing people by the fucking Mona Lisa. You had like 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, next.
1, 2, 3. People couldn't even take a picture. It was so fast they were taking pictures from distances.
Are you not allowed to take pictures?
You can, but they give you about 3 seconds. They don't want people looking at it. From what my opinion, I'm probably wrong, but they didn't want anybody looking at it, like looking at it. They were pushing you by. But I was pretending to be a guide, so I was like telling people, come this way, as I was standing straight square, and a person I was with come up next to me and was snapping clear pictures of it. Yeah, it's on wood. It's not canvas. Huh? Yeah, it's on wood now, not on canvas. So a lot of people remember our place that it was on canvas. It's on wood now, which is weird. And she's smiling. So I don't know if that was the real one there. There's something wrong with that. There's something wrong. Go ahead. Sir.
No. It's all interesting. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this. You can actually buy Mona Lisa picture at IKEA.
Yeah.
Here, let's pull up Mona Lisa's picture here. Let's type it in, because there's changes. Mona Lisa.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. A lot of things are on wood now, because don't forget that the Statue of Liberty is now on Fort Wood. Jesus is hung on wood, a tree, and now the Mona Lisa, she's painted on wood. So there's a whole lot of wood being thrown around everywhere. I myself have thrown some fucking wood. When I get up in the morning, you got wood? Yeah, I got a Mona Lisa. Yeah, there it is. Oh, Smiley herself. Oh, Smiley. Oh, that's not the painting one. That's not it, because her hair's straight. Her hair got curly not too long ago, so it's not the.
I think one of the things I appreciate about the movie is, like, especially the beginning when he talked about symbols, how symbols is actually a language.
Yeah.
Different symbols are used today, and people's meanings of the symbol is not what they think. Like when he showed in the movie, he showed the Nazi symbol. The Nazi symbol just doesn't mean evil. The Pentagon, where people think that the star means like Satan, the devil, and it doesn't.
But she's changed in that her hair is much, much longer. It's got coily. Also, she has a baby pooch on her tummy. She's covering her baby pooch tummy. And I remember writing somebody a letter in an email saying, dude, check out Mona Lisa. She got baby pooch now. And now, if you go on TV, there's a fucking whole new history for her, where Leonardo painted a picture of a deceased mother for the father, the father of the bastard child that now went to the royal dad, the royal father, with money, the Vinci's or the VCs, or I can't remember the fucking money people. But yeah, so he was paid to do a painting of what she used to look like before she had, she got baby belly pooch. She got the long curly hair, more cleavage, baby boobs. She's got the baby fat on her. She's covered in baby fat. This one's not the right one, though. This is not the right one. This is another one. This ain't the right one. Unless it fucking changed again. That ain't the right one. I think the one up there in that corner is, though, Eric.
Oh, hold on a second.
Yeah, check another one. That's not, unless it fucking changed again.
I mean, there's so many here. I mean,
unless it changed again. No, that's a fucking, I don't know what, no. See, there's so many reproductions of the damn thing. That ain't it. That ain't the current. That can't be the current picture.
Hold on, guys. Everybody in the chat, you're in for a treat. I actually found the real Mona Lisa picture, and there is some major Mandela Effect change on it. Mandela affected. You better be watching this picture, because this is a major change right there. Mona Lisa now has a beard. Look at that.
Yeah. Yes, Mandela affected. Yeah, they know who she is now. Huh? They never knew who she
Otherwise,
was.
you're looking at a fake, not from this timeline.
Yeah, I don't.
Nobody
know what
knows
the hell
who
these
she
are. I don't-
was. Here it was Lisa Gherardini.
Yeah, they've got her name. They've got her name, her likeness, and now exactly what we're talking about from the past. She actually had the baby, so it's the mama with the baby. Like just had a baby. She has the baby fat tummy with the neck and the baby face, and the still has the lactating body part. You know, she's still fresh off the just spit it out bed thing. So yeah, they totally have a history for her now. Everything, the whole fucking thing is a what the fuck it is. The apocalypse, man. All the information's coming out, so now we supposedly know who she is, and she's smiling. That's more of a, I don't know. See, I don't know who that long face thing is. Unless it changed to another face again. That I don't know that picture. That's got to be. We got to find a different picture.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't know who that one is.
I don't know. But I mean, I don't know. I got to be honest. If somebody said I could buy the Mona Lisa for like $10, I don't know if I would. I really don't give a shit about a Mona Lisa picture. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's just people who want to pay millions for that, they could get the original, or billions, whatever it's worth. Why? Painting. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of great people that know how to paint.
Yeah, here we go. I think it's more of a.
Oh, here we go.
They keep mocking. Yeah, it's so many mockery ones. You don't. They have the internet has filled it with so many mockeries.
I know.
To muddy the water. The fucking pond is pure mud. You don't know anything. You just can't get a picture of the current Mona Lisa. It's got to be muddy water version. It's like, which one is it now? It's not been fucked with a little bit, tweaked with a little bit.
Maybe the Wikipedia has the original.
There we go. Let's see that one. Zoom, hit that picture. Let's see. So that's a little more. Yeah, longer hair going past her fucking shoulders.
Just printed at Walmart. Yeah, you can get a Mona Lisa now at Walmart.
Yeah, she got the smoking fingers, the whole 9 yards.
Look for the green fault line.
Like right behind her, there's looks like an aquifer built, like one of those high rise kind of swirling behind her. Almost looks like a snake. Now, she used to have a UFO. It's not there no more. I remember the UFO for sure, but there's no UFO. The whole background's changed. Now she's on a balcony too. She's like on a balcony with a step behind her. Like literally in an entirely different room. Like that's the background, or like she's probably getting a painting of a picture of her in front of another painting
above her head. Okay.
Oh, I see right a part line. Yeah, I talked about the part line. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Well, right next to the part line.
Yeah, I see the green in there.
You see it crease.
I see the green in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I see it too. I know it's hard to see it. It's hard to see it seeing it from me. But you can see right top of the brown hair next to her crease on her head, you can see the line going straight up.
Yeah, there's a lot of green. Also, what people don't know, and I made a video about it, is there's water. There's blue water. Now, blue was a very expensive paint dye to have. They didn't have blue. Blue was expensive to make.
I don't know if you can answer this question. Justin Baker wrote, does it mean it was folded or rolled?
Well, you can't fold a piece of wood. Let's just say that right now. You can't fold a piece of wood. What he's talking about, you remember it on canvas. I remember it on canvas. Our individual we're talking to, he remembers it on canvas, but it's not on canvas. You understand? You have misremembered your entire life. You're wrong. It was done on a piece of wood. So what he's talking about now is that the wood is decaying. That's why you have the green, kind of the green crackies going down it. It's from the wood decay. And I'm going to be honest with you when I say this, and I've worked in museums and I know about artifact restorations. I'm not going to say they did it, but more often than not, when they have cracks, they like to fill them in with a filler, with a type of paint filler that blends into the natural paint in the background. And so you don't have an open crack because it'll keep running. So it might be a type of sealant. Because it's made of wood now, it makes sense that they would use a seal to keep it fill in the cracks. And then they paint it in. But because of the chemical composition of the stuff that they use to fill in the crack with the paint's going to change color. As you know about it, oxidizing.
Now, how do we know that the Mona Lisa is really a woman? Because there's a lot of men
I heard about that one,
that have long hair. I mean, if you look at her bosoms, she doesn't really have any bosoms. There's not really a crack between the two boobies. There's like nothing there.
I could definitely see breasticles there. In fact, I can see a baby's belly. She got a baby pooch. She baby pooching. Go down a little bit. See, she's covering her baby pooch.
Okay.
And that's what the new one. That's this new one because it matches the current memory of her being a mother and having a baby and dying. You understand? So that's how she would look if she had a baby, like a day ago. Like she looks like she just had a baby.
I'd rather have Bob Ross painting. Yeah. I don't see a definitely Adam Apple. That's true. All right, let's look at her neck. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, there's no Adam Apple there. Okay. Well, I mean, the only reason I was bringing that up because like I said, look at the Last Supper. The Last Supper. They said the Last Supper is all men, but I mean, if they're all men, I don't know, man. That looks like a woman right there to me.
Well, that is now a woman. And you also have, and I've told people this in the past, to keep an eye on Judah, or Judas, they call him here. So Judas is becoming dark. He's darker. He's getting even darker every time I see him. He's the darkest one there. Yeah, you notice he's very, very dark.
and where's, just like the movie, where's the Holy Grail on that supper? Where's the cup?
The Holy Grail was there, but it's not there no more. I think it's in the wall somewhere now. It's changed. But Judas, there's also a knife at the table, and they have a big blade, and they're right behind Judas, which is really, really darker and getting darker. You have, I think, almost 2 to 3 females. So there's one female, Eric, right there. Now scoot over the other way. Go the other direction. And there's another female that looks more female. She's looking more female nowadays. So it looks like there's 2 females at the table. And one of the biggest things that I have a problem with is it's missing. I don't like telling people about this one, but who cares anymore? There was a dog there. There was a scrap dog on that right-hand corner floor, and he was he was a longer dog that was sitting in a dog laying down. There was a dog laying down with a kind of a longer nose, and he was a scrap dog. And, they would throw the scraps down to the dog. So there was a dog. Now the dog's gone. The curtain's higher, and then the dog is gone. And you can see their fucking toes, the little ass, dirty ass feet. But It makes sense. It makes sense that you see their feet because in the Bible now, everybody's getting their feet cleaned by Jesus.
Now, let me ask you this. Because Justin asked a great question. And he says, Mary Magdalene isn't she? Now, that woman next to Jesus does look like a woman. But Bob, in the original Last Supper, are they supposed to be all men?
No.
Or is there a woman? I mean, was Mary Magdalene really said to be at the Last Supper? I mean, I don't know this.
She was not there. No, that's Paul. That's supposed to be Paul. That's not. It's supposed to be a feminine looking male. But I was always told going to the university that was not a woman, and it was very ambiguous. You couldn't tell it was a man or a woman. But now it's changed to clearly show a female. That it's changed. To me, it's a change. To me, it's a memory problem. It's a discrepancy error because it looks female. It used to be Paul, more masculine looking. But
yeah, I found the Holy Grail right here. There's the Holy Grail. Hellraiser has it.
Yeah, well, the Holy Grail is it's like if you take it's the women's symbol. It's the women's symbol. It's a symbol for femininity. It's the triangle. It's the upside down triangle. So if you look at the Star of David, you've got two triangles, masculine and feminine. That's all it is. And so that grail was feminine, which is reason why they say that Jesus had fucking kids with Mary Magdalene. He had children. Obviously, he had kids because he was a rabbi, and rabbis were pushed to have children, and he come from a rich family. He was rich. People don't know it, but Jesus was not poor. His father Joseph was from the line of David. He was filthy fucking rich. Growing up, his mom married a rich man. She was like 12 or 13 years old, like 13, who knows, years old when she married the old man, and then he already had kids, and then he had more kids with her. So yeah, totally. So he was a rich guy.
I thought Mel Brooks took the picture of the Last Supper.
Yeah, didn't he?
Yeah, I know, right? Now let me ask you, in your opinion, now in the movies theory, the Holy Grail is the woman and all that.
Yeah.
Do you feel that's a far stretch, or you feel like maybe there is some truth to it?
There is some truth to it. I think Leonardo obviously hid a lot, because Leonardo was part of the secret little bit of the Pythagorean group. The pentagram on his hand. The Pythagoreans. They were, they were alchemists. He was part of an alchemist group, a secret little alchemist group. And so he did hidden messages in all his stuff, because he used a specific math that people know about math. I'm going to give you guys some things that put in your brain holes. It's a Fibonacci. If you guys know about the Fibonacci sequence, you could take a square and it goes to a smaller square. It's 1 and then 1.6, smaller. Like, for example, the Fibonacci for your arm. So you have this part of your arm, which is 1, then its square gets smaller to here, then the square gets smaller to here. And that's how everything in nature is. So if you take the Leonardo Last Supper painting and do the square, smaller squares, you could see the pattern in it. It's brain easy. There was no skill set to it. Now, back in our time, back in Mandela Effect's time, in my time, there was a lot more creativity. There was a lot more of thinking outside the box. Even the Fibonacci thing was being pushed a little bit with the dog in the corner, the cup in the middle. Things were a lot more messier, a lot more in-depth things going in and out. Whereas everything here is bland. It's like, no offense to Britain, it's like British food. It's bland. No salt in it. Simple. Everything's simple. So a lot of these things have moved to simplicity for the Fibonacci basics of life. So a lot of Leonardo da Vinci's paintings are obviously 100% messages. And you could just see them if you do basic math.
Here's one of his paintings. I just looked up his images.
Yes.
I know that's supposed to be a bird, but it sure looks a lot like a plane, like an airplane.
Doesn't look like an airplane, don't it?
It doesn't look like a bird. It looks too flat.
Sure got the square-ass, weird-ass wings. The new wings, it look like, all the wings look Arabic now. If you look at everything if you look at anything in the early Islam paintings, all the wings that look like comes out of Islam. A lot of Islamic influence on angel wings now. If you guys look at angel wings, they're pretty much Islamic style wings.
Did he draw the first zombie?
He probably did.
Looks
yeah,
like
he got busted. He got busted for dissecting corpses. He loved to dissect corpses.
Well, it looks like a zombie to me.
In fact, a lot of people remember the anatomy just by looking at Leonardo's stuff. And then they also know that there's changes to the anatomy by looking at Leonardo's new shit that changed to the new stuff. That's supposed to be him. I don't know. But yeah. In the Da Vinci Code, Eric, there is a lot of math. It's a lot of Pythagorean math going on. A lot of little symbols and things going on. That's the whole idea of the show. They follow the symbols all the way through. The codes.
The codes. Yeah, the whole movie's about finding the codes.
Yeah, they follow the codes.
And it's almost like a small little letdown when I was thinking that the woman actress in the movie, what an asshole of a fake uncle or grandpa, whatever he was, because at the end he could have just told her that you're the daughter of the Christ instead of going through all the codes and all that and bringing.
Because the argument is the reason why the movie is important is because you got two. You still have it. There's still two fighting factions to this day. Even amongst the Hebrew, everybody's still fucking fighting over it.
Yeah.
Was Jesus the son of a God, and he himself the incarnate of a walking God with all the abilities and magic and blows and whistles to do fucking wacky shit, do anything he wants? Or was he a man and just a prophet of God, just favored by God, and it has a little bit of extra fucking bonus powers or whatever. They were like, is he a God or is he a human? Is he a man? Is he the son of man or is he a son of God? Well, now the Bible says he's a son of man, so I don't know. Son of God or son of man, and they fight amongst themselves. The Pope himself, Eric, is a Jesuit. He's I call him a black Pope. He's Jesuit. There are to be no Jesuit popes. And he's a Jesuit, which is an upside down thing here. Yeah. So, is he or is he not? That's the fight. And so in the show, Da Vinci Code, they don't want the person knowing if there's a survivor that actually Jesus was a man who impregnated a woman like a man and had babies. No, God can't do that.
The short little scene right here when he talks about it doesn't matter, like it's whatever they write about you. So they make you something until you're not. What if he's just a man? Just like, well, guys, listen to this short little scene. What Ethan Hawke says here. This is very important. Just listen to it.
True. It doesn't matter what's true. It matters the story they tell when you're gone.
That is almost absolutely true. I mean, he could be a regular man, but it's how they wrote about you.
Yeah, we don't know. We won't know. We just don't know. Well, the church, even if they knew, the church ain't gonna let you know. He's just gonna hide that shit to the last day.
He's a prophet of God and a man.
Yeah, all of the above. We don't know. It'll happen eventually. It'll come out, and it's only up to one person, man. It's up to the fucking whatever's the creators or whatever your God is. I don't know the God here. It's not mine. The God here isn't mine. I'm not from here, so I don't know what they got here. I don't know.
I don't remember if I asked somebody on the show we did. I asked somebody like if I'm going to be religious.
Yeah,
I'm going to be religious. Would it be better off if I'm going to pray, just to play on the safe side instead of praying to Jesus? Isn't it just better just to pray to God? Just skip Jesus just in case. Because if Jesus is not real, at least God's supposed to be real, right? What should you just pray to God?
Yeah, it's safe. I tell people that if you feel uncomfortable, you could talk to God yourself. You're fine, and then God will let you know the truth later on. If you're uncomfortable, then God will let you know later. Guarantee you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out.
I mean, think about it. What if you found out after you're dead, right? After you're dead, like, I heard your prayers, but actually you're praying to just a regular man on earth.
Yeah, see, the problem is men are alpha-based, and we have these large-ass lizard brains in our fucking head hole now, which they used to be small, so every man is a fucking alpha. I have noticed nothing but people fight. Every man thinks they're the fucking... Every man has has delusions of grandeur that I've met. Every fucking guy I meet has delusions of grandeur. So Jesus would have to fight every man on the planet. There'd be no fucking way he could sit... He got hung by a bunch of priests in a fucking tree or a cross or whatever. A small group. Imagine walking up against the entire planet because, like you said yourself, you ain't worshiping no man. So he would have to fight you, your brothers, your cousins, your fucking everybody. There's no way he could step out unless God gave him some fucking ability to blow people up with his mind. There's no way he could survive. Killed once, he'd be killed again, to be killed again and again and again. He was just a fucking sacrifice. That's all he was. So, yeah, just worship God, and God will let you know who you could worship later.
And then another weird thing about the movie, about the Da Vinci Code movie.
Yeah.
I know people are thinking, Eric, you got to stop thinking everything's sexual, okay? But hold on. But a ritual in the movie is a bunch of men or women wearing gold masks, watching the bloodline of Jesus Christ having sex to create the next bloodline.
More, yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Isn't that kind of creepy?
Let's say this. Now, I want people to understand this. This is not a fucking conspiracy. This is a fact. The Queen of England and the royal line are told that they are descendants from Jesus himself.
Do you see
changes in the Vatican? Yeah, of course I do. The feet, dude. I ain't gonna tell nobody. I ain't gonna tell nobody about the feet. You can tell them about the feet. I'm tired of giving away people the answers.
Long Reach, I think he wrote, yes, it's creepy. Wouldn't it be creepy?
Yeah.
I mean, we all hear that you don't cheat on your wife and whatever, the 10 Commandments, you know, you're supposed to be all this. But then here's these rituals of men and women standing around watching two people have sex. I'm thinking,
well, they're breeding. They royals claim to be the Queen of England presently claims to be a descendant of Jesus Christ and also a descendant of Muhammad.
Exactly. That's creepy, man. That's creepy.
Yeah, of Muhammad and Jesus. So
you know what?
They've been doing this. That's the whole idea of keeping the blood in the bloodline, the RH negative type bloodline.
I am having a Mandela effect at the end of this movie. I really am, because I know I'm crazy. I could have sworn at the end of the movie, not the scene where Tom Hanks found more clues where she's buried, not that part. But I thought
I
thought Tom Hanks had sex with her, and they were watching him and her have sex at the end of the movie.
I don't remember that, but I do know at the end of the movie it's extended. I don't remember the extended ending. But I'm saying it like it's extended, which means that they could have re-added it as a director's cut. That's all I'm going to say on that one.
I remember that part, and you don't remember that part. And I thought because I thought I was saying, hey, Tom Hanks, at least he got lucky at the end of the movie. He got to sleep with the daughter, but he didn't. So that was weird for me.
Yeah, I don't remember him sleeping with her, but I do. There was an extended ending that I don't remember. There was an extended ending that I don't remember. RH is blood group.
Why people want to make it into something crazy. That's fair.
Yeah, they do believe that they're from the descendants of Jesus. Understand that. Now, that's not a conspiracy. That is a fact. You guys look it up yourself. That's what the Queen of England believes. The family, royal family. They're the descendants of Jesus. That's why they have the right.
Well, they mentioned in the movie a lot about the royal family. They
have the right to be the head of church.
So are we saying
that has a spokesperson right to do that?
So are we saying that every time the royal family, like the prince, whatever, and when they they have kids, that they actually have a ceremony where they're all wearing gold masks and watching them all have sex, have kids?
I don't know how they roll in their fucking dark time. Who knows? But they hold a ball.
Maybe Della wrote, look at the virtual man's second. It's erect and looking right at you.
No fucking way, dude.
Put it up. Not joking.
Put it up. I got to see this. Put it up. Put it up. I hate giving people the answer about the feet, but.
Well, let me find it.
I want to see the penis.
If I type in that word, it's going to pop up with everything else but that.
Well,
so let me see.
In there. Don't put penis. Don't put penis, Eric. Just put the Diluvian man. Just put him in there. We don't want any, because they'll add shit to it. You get a porno picture.
Yeah, and well, if I was going to take a chance on a picture, it's not going to be a man's body part. I'm sorry.
No, just put the Diluvian man on there, and we'll judge this for ourselves. We'll have a little looky-see. Let's see if we got the one-eyed snake on there or not. Let's see what's going on with that. Because there's supposed to be more than one of them standing there, so let's see what's going on with that.
Hold on.
Huh.
Give me a second.
No problem. See if we get a picture up there. I'm curious who it is. Okay, there he is. Okay, now we can get a good close. Oh, I feel gay for doing. I'm gonna turn this damn thing off so I look like a fag. No offense to the gay community. Yeah. I'm not a fan of yours.
Yeah, there's a
Zoom in again. I'm going to take a look. I'm going to see if he is circumcised. No, he is not circumcised, but yeah, it sure the hell does. He's on Zenith. Yeah, he's in two directions. He's up, and down.
and it looks like a flower on top, right?
He's got a baby Gerber. He's got a baby Gerber dick, and then he's got the old. He's at full salute. No way! Congratulations on that find. He's on full salute, man. Of course, I'm fucking with you when I'm doing this. By the way, yeah, that is amazing. He's on full salute, man.
God. I love this. Maybe he's got a dude behind him.
I wonder.
2 arms and extra 2 legs. You might be right.
Well, it's supposed to be him in action, like he's moving. You understand? He's moving.
Yeah, well, if he has a man behind him, he's moving all right.
He's moving all right. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe he was. Maybe this is Tom Cruise,
we've really gone off the deep end.
This is Tom Cruise, and maybe that's the tranny that showed up to his house.
Maybe this guy and this other guy behind him took a train.
Yeah, so he is, without going dirty on it, is fully erect. He is an aroused man in one part of the picture. Yes, he is. I don't know. All of them are like that, but what a... Okay, man, how would you find this? You have to be looking for...
Yeah, good question.
Did Scott find it or you found it? That's what I find out right now. No, fucking fantastic find, man. Fantastic find.
I think John Torres said it perfectly. Talk about going off the deep end.
Yeah, going off the deep end, all right. So yeah, he is fully aroused now, and he's in both positions of Zenith and baby Gerber dick. Yeah, there we go. Wow, that's good. I don't remember that. Okay, so I'm gonna give it. It is plausible for that to be an effect change because I don't remember that. It's not in my memory that the man was in full salute.
And that's the original.
I'm not happy about finding the clock going backwards on Risky Business, but I think he won the award for the erect penile.
Yeah,
very good.
What do you say here? After the next shift, there will be a triangle. That's how good I am with this stuff.
No, that's fantastic, man. That's fantastic. Man, that's fantastic. That is so good.
Hey, he's like us. He's the perfect age for everything. So everything that he says, I will listen to him because he's our age. And if when he talks about a certain effects, I will listen to him because, like I said, he's the right age. He's not a 20-year-old guy making up stuff. He has knowledge. He's older, like a lot of people. I'm not trying to call him an old man, but you know what I mean.
No, but he's from
done
the day.
His study. He's done his research.
Yeah.
He's, not the newcomers where a 20-year-old guy comes in and says, "Hey guys, hey man, I remember Nelson Mandela dying. You're fucking 20 years old. You weren't even born yet. Shut the fuck up."
Eric still hates that kid, man. He still got you, man.
I'm tired of all the fakes.
He got you. Nobody gets to me anyway. Yeah,
I'm just tired. I want to learn like you. I want to learn.
Yeah,
but it's not like the nowadays where you just click on it on YouTube and you're going to get real people anymore. In fact, poor Mandela Effect, he has to do a video and then he has to take it off right away.
Yeah.
You have to do that to protect your content.
Now, if I notice a Bible change, if I see a weird ass Bible change, I get it. Only in my opinion, only me. The next thing I do is I look for paintings to change. So, for example, when Yeshua, Jesus, whatever the fuck your name is for the guy, the Mashiach, when he all of a sudden has a blindfold. Now, he didn't have no blindfold in my day. He's been blindfolded now when he was being beat up. So as soon as I found out he's blindfolded, and I found out, I looked for the artwork, and the artwork was there. Here he was blindfolded. Now, just recently, somebody within they don't call themselves part of the community in England came up to me and says, "Hey, let me ask you one honest question. Do you remember Jesus having a sickle?" I go, "A sickle? What do you mean sickle? Like, give me this. What do you mean sickle? Did you remember Jesus ever being portrayed or written in the Bible as having a sickle? Like a fucking, like the Grim Reaper sickle?" The person says, "Yeah." I said, No, he never had a sickle ever in my time. I don't remember him carrying no sickle. That's what the Grim Reaper carried, the angel of death. I said, so I went and I'm not going to give you guys the passage. You can look it up yourself. But in the Bible now, Jesus has a sickle. He carries a sickle, like the fucking Grim Reaper. And I said, holy shit, it's in there. Then I wanted to see the artwork. So then I went over and I typed in, Eric, if you could type in Jesus holding a sickle, type in Jesus holding a sickle, and you're going to see artwork from the time that portrays him now holding a sickle from antiquity, from the date. I said, I've never seen these paintings before in my fucking life. Ever seen these paintings of him holding a sickle? Holding a sickle. He's holding a sickle. So, I mean, it can't be for the wheat because now there's corn. So, I mean, it's to cut down corn. But there are pictures of him holding sickles, lots of paintings of him sickles, hand sickles, something you would see in Russia with the hammer and the sickle. There's holding the sickle. Jesus, right there's one right there. Is that white one, Eric? Go back up. Right there. Keep going right there. See the white one, him holding that's Jesus holding the sickle. Now, I don't know about it. I was like, no, I don't remember that. So I'm not putting down anybody with religion. I didn't know that he has a sickle. Okay. It looked like the Grim Reaper, the angel of death carries a sickle symbolically.
No, I know.
So now he does a sickle.
Looks more like an archangel.
Yeah, well, maybe he's the dark, because there's other ones with actual Jesus holding, like in ancient literature, like paintings of him holding a sickle, holding a hand sickle, holding a sickle. So is that a sickle? He has he has a sickle. There you go, guys. That's on a wall. That's on a church wall. What church would that, Eric? What does it say? Is it church? Does it say the name of the church?
Holy Ghost of Halloween. Holy Ghost Halloween resurrection of the Catholic feast. Images may be subject to copyright.
Okay, well, there's more of them holding. Well, there's. It's
I'm clicking on it. Adorminus, the Holy Grail. Oh, I don't know.
Sickle. He's holding a sickle, and it's in the Bible, guys. So it's not wrong. Understand? It's not wrong. He was also blindfolded with a rag. So if he was blindfolded with a rag and then pushed into a circle with a bunch of Roman soldiers beating the shit out of him, punching him in the face with a rag around his eyes, that paintings are there too. That sickle painting is there now. So now you're going to see Leonardo da Vinci's paintings have these weird changes to them because it starts with the Bible, then it moves to the literature, then it moves to the paintings, and it makes its way out. Time changes from the past and ripples its way forward, like the what they call the butterfly effect, constantly changing. So it's just me though. I'm insane.
I'm just pulling up this picture to see if those are symbols in the book. And
Yeah,
like
nobody take what I say seriously.
they look like symbols in this book, in this painting.
Oh yeah, that's early Hebrew. Early Hebrew. It's in everything. You can see it now. People dancing the steps of Hebrew now. They're dancing the letters, and you see all the stars doing their little rituals.
Do you remember the jacket from Jaws?
Oh, hit the thingy. Let's see which one it is. Let's see what it looks like.
I mean,
I think we covered a lot of good shit, though.
like which one? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Here's that. Wow, that's a fancy little suit with the little symbols of the anchor.
Okay.
That is weird.
Okay, let me add to this. First of all, let me ask Mandela Effect, is this the jacket you're talking about? Because I'm going to share with you about something I found out also. I'll add to this. Are you talking about the anchors on the jacket? Yes or a no?
Gotta let us know, buddy.
Because I'm going to add to it.
That jacket is new. It does look new, right? I mean.
Yeah. Wait. I'm going to see. I don't know if he's talking about this jacket.
Look right here.
This jacket. I have a.
In this
okay.
right here, that looks like a brand new jacket.
Yeah. Okay, because this is what I found out, dude.
And I watched Jaws a lot, so I don't remember that jacket.
Yeah, I don't remember the anchors on it, but this is a fucking hilarious. It's a synchronicity for me and only me because I'm fucking nuts. I was looking up early ancient religious symbols, Christian, early pre-Christian, like the newest proto fresh Christian, right, where homie dies and whatever. The oldest of the Christian symbols was not the cross. It was not the cross. It was, in fact, the anchor. It was the anchor. I was shocked. I said, what? It's the anchor. So the symbol for Christianity originally was the anchor. Now, do your own research. Look up the ancient symbols for Christianity, and you're going to see an anchor. Just an idea. Again, it goes back to just what I was talking about. Whenever the Bible changes, it seems to ripple an effect somewhere else. Either good or bad, misinformation or new information or bad. I don't know. I don't care. The anchor. I don't remember the anchor ever being symbols for Christianity. No anchor. I was in the Navy. Anchor was not a symbol for, if anything, an old picture of an anchor looks more like Thor's hammer. Looks like more like Thor's hammer, an upside down hammer. Like I got a Thor's hammer. I got my dog tags, and I've got Thor's hammer. Thor's hammer, as you can see. But now if you go back, you can't tell if that's a Thor's hammer or an anchor in carvings on cave walls where Christians were hiding. Christians in small groups it was a cult. So they were hiding out, and their symbol was an anchor. You could see traces of them being in certain spaces because of the anchor on the wall. I said, when was this?
He wrote, this is from E.T., 45 seconds in. She said, pervert. Not this.
Oh, no. Do it.
Hold on. I remember E.T. This is our timeline. Let me go back to 43. You see.
Maybe it was a pervert or deformed kid or something.
A deformed kid.
Yeah, it does say pervert.
What the hell? I don't know if I remember. I can't tell you on this show.
Deformed kid or something.
A deformed kid.
Maybe
Yeah, I don't know on this one. I don't know. That's weird, though. They would have it in a kid show. It's that kid show. It's a weird show because it's got a lot of undertones to it now. It's got a lot of people talking about with the finger.
She repeated it. Oh, she repeated it. So she's not repeating it in this scene. Okay, hold on. Let me hear it.
I've imagined it.
Maybe it was a pervert or deformed kid or
A
something.
deformed kid.
So she only repeated the last part of it.
Yeah, I didn't hear. Okay, I didn't hear pervert.
She didn't say it. Where in the original, Oh, I mean, in the Mandela Effect script, I guess now she repeated everything he said.
Okay, I didn't
now
know.
She's not repeating everything he said, just the last part.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. ET. I know.
It's hard because Steven Spielberg comes from the world of George Lucas, where they're known to just make the changes because they don't think it's appropriate or they don't like it. They just take something out, never tell anybody about it. They've done that so many times in their movies, so it's always hard to know what's true and what's not anymore with any movie that's Steven Spielberg or George Lucas, because they'll just make the changes.
Well, I remember the finger, the finger that touched his chest, and then I guess now it goes to his head or some weird ass vice versa. Something about touching the, again, E.T. was like a kid's show. I didn't really watch. My kids did, but I didn't. Oh, what? No, it was in the 80s. The kids watched it later on, but I didn't watch E.T. Like, Eric liked it.
Well, I mean, when you're a kid, it was cool, and of course, in those movies in those days, they always made everything dramatic. So you saw the one guy keep running in the woods, just pants down.
Yeah,
and you don't get to see the aliens until much later. They did everything so much more.
I remember Skittles.
E.T. did like to touch. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a weird character.
He did like to touch.
I'm thinking he was a demon, man. I don't trust anything that looks like that. I don't believe in aliens. I don't believe in them. I believe in interdimensionals, and I don't think they're good. Well, I think they think they're characters like the guys, Eric, from Time Bandits. They're like from Time Bandits. They fix time. They're like work on time. They make sure things are moving in a weird direction. They do things like that. Then you have the bad ones and the good. I don't know.
At least it's still Reese's Pieces, right? They didn't change it to M&M's now?
Reese's Pieces? I know Skittles. I don't know. Reese's Pieces then. Okay. See, I don't even know. Okay, Reese's Pieces. I got it wrong.
E.T. biscuits were the best thing I've ever tasted.
I don't know anything about the E.T. I just know he's a freaky ass little dude that freaked me out. I'm like, ew. I don't want to. Why would you want to hang out with that thing? How does it shit? Where does it shit? It looked like it would shit wet, be like wet shit. Oh, I don't want to feed you wet shitting everywhere. Ooh, it looked like it's wet. The skin looked gross. Hang out with an alien like that. Good stuff.
No, the way you said that, like,
it looks. If you look at him now you're gonna have like, oh God, how does he shit? He's like dragging his. Reminds me how a rat marks its territory by dragging its balls on the ground, and it leaves a piss trail, like breadcrumbs, wherever it can find its way back. By the piss, does the ET like flop around and leave a shit like a slimy ass trail? Oh, looks nasty to me.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's like a flappy weird thing. It's gross.
Yeah.
And he touches alien inappropriately too many times. Yeah.
Well, that sounds that sounds kind of grossy.
Coming right for me. Boo.
So beyond that, let's see what's going on for the rest of this week. I know sometime late tonight on my other channel, guys, on my Horror Talk channel, I will be talking about the movie Black Widow. I'm seeing it tonight. Any symbolism, whatever it is, breaking it down. So if anybody cares, just go over to the Horror Talk channel. I'll be talking about Black Widow tonight. Bob, you got anything going on this weekend?
I might do a little show.
A live show or just like an upload?
I'll do a live one. Still up in the air, but I'll be doing a live one. I'm pretty much 99% positive I might be doing a live one this tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. And then,
don't know the time. Don't know the time, but I'll be doing a live one. Mine are weird.
And then maybe it's Mandela, if you're still there in the chat watching. Man, I would love to have you on next week with us. I mean, I would any day you want. I think everybody would love to see you on with us. I think
you don't show your face either.
Yeah, show your face, not show your face. It doesn't really matter to us. But I think that'll be the show that everybody would love to see. Mandela, maybe Mandela Affected with us. I think that'd be super. And I think it'd be awesome because I think there's a lack of good Mandela Effect shows anymore. I think him coming on with us would be just awesome. It'd be just like, old school talk in a lot of different ways. I think it'd be one for the ages. Shit. It'd be the best in the world. No, I mean, not even. I bet you if Mandela Effect it was on our show, I bet you the president of the United States himself, whatever I forgot his name, Biden will watch it.
Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe will watch it.
Yeah.
And who's ever that weird UK prime minister with the weird white hair that sticks everywhere.
Yeah,
I bet you would even watch that episode. It'd be like Clash of the Titans of the UK and US really hit together. Yeah, I'm really signing it up. I'm trying the best I can. Oh, here we go. What did he say? Do you know what nutmeg is referring to the football? Everyone knows it is in this. Hold on. Can you read that again? Hold on.
Nutmeg.
You know nutmeg is in reference to football. Everyone knows it in this timeline.
I don't know what nutmegging is. Are they sniffing nutmeg? Is that what's going on here? Everybody's on a fucking drug. Everybody's on a drug.
But first of all, are we talking about American football or UK football?
He's probably talking about soccer. We would call soccer.
The thing that will say will blow people away. Exactly. You got fantastic knowledge.
Things I could say.
And I think we should do a show together next week. Pick a day. Dude, we'll do a show on a Tuesday and Thursday if you're available on those days. Because I think if we shoot through everything, I think you would blow people away. And I think people need to get blown away because every other show is nothing but fakes. We need realism.
Give them all the answers.
Kicking the ball through someone's legs. Here's John Denver crashes plane.
Yeah, where did you Colorado? Was it Colorado? I can't remember that one. I'm guessing Colorado, only because he's from Colorado, so that's probably why I'm thinking. I know he freebased.
Water or mountain? I thought it was the mountain. I thought he
was a mountain. He crashed in the mountain because he was freebasing on tinfoil. That's what I remember. He was freebasing in an airplane flying over a mountain.
Where did John Denver die? Let me see here. Monterey Bay, California?
Monterey Bay?
Hold on.
No.
Hold on. Let me pull this up.
California.
The singer-songwriter John Denver, whose 70 hit songs such as Rocket Man Highway or Take Me Home, Country Roads, gained worldwide fame, was killed Sunday when a small aircraft plunged into the Monterey Bay.
California. No, never heard of that. No, man. No, we're from not too far away from Monterey. So,
yeah, we're from Fresno.
No, man. No, we would do it. Yeah. Fresno. Which is not that far from Monterey.
There never was, and there probably never will be a star quite like John Denver, who died on October 12th, 1997, when his experimental amateur aircraft crashed into Monterey Bay. And when did he get a experimental amateur aircraft?
He was freebasing. No, it was on the news. We talked about it because I didn't know what freebasing was. It was 1987. I was 17. I didn't know what freebasing was. I'm honestly, guys, I'm not lying to you. What is freebasing? He was on the news. He was freebasing on the airplane, and that's how it fucking blew up. That's how it went down.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I'm not really a John Denver fan. I mean, I like his song Country Road. I mean, I like his song Country Road, and the only thing I really know about John Denver that he died in a plane crash, but I never knew it was California, because the only person that really crashes planes in California is Harrison Ford.
Yeah, right.
Planes all the time in California.
It's in the paper. Anybody crashes an airplane, it's in the fucking front news immediately. I don't care if they do a rough landing somewhere. It's in the paper. No, he did not crash in the fucking. No, I know. We know that area. I know. We go fishing. We fish deep sea fishing there all the time. No, he didn't crash. We make jokes about it.
I know.
No, he was freebasing in a fucking airplane flying over the mountains, and it blew the fuck up because you got oxygen and shit in there. And it caught fire, and
I think we hit the end of the show, and Mandela Affected. My email address is in the description. Email me. That says something up, buddy. I mean, seriously, I think it'll be fun. I think a lot of people enjoy that. So just let us know, and we'll pick any day that you want. It doesn't have to be on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We can make an exception if you could come on. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Shit, if you could get Scott on too, shit, we'll have a big party. We'll call it Old School Mandela Effect or something. I don't know. Well, it'll be fun. Or we'll call it The Real Truth of Mandela Effect Show. You know? Fuck all the fakes and all the fakes out there, or all the truthers who pretending that they're into Mandela Effects. We know they're just doing it for clicks. Fuck those assholes. Beyond that, guys, we're gonna end the show. It was fun. It was great conversations. And guys, we'll see you Monday.